Hello, collective. This is Tad from Artemis Oracle. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Is that weird? Today is October 11th, but this reading can be for whenever you happen to come across it. This reading is for the collective, regardless of your sign. It's all placements, whether you're a feminine or masculine energy, regardless of your preference. Let's see what messages you need to know at this time. The Judgment card came out. Okay, Judgment 20. So let's see what this Judgment card is about. There may be something that you're considering resurrecting. Something that you probably want to revisit, or maybe coming back around to start something up. It could be with a job opportunity. It could be possibly going back to a job. It could be possibly going back to going back home, or going back to a person, or a person wanted to come back to you. Okay, so let's see. The first card we have, oh, we got the, wow, it's funny. It's some ending. So this is going to end so that you can have a new beginning. This is so funny. There's something that's going to either be resurrected. Some decision that's going to be coming to life. Some cycle that you may be restarting, or it could be something like coming back around, right? But it's to start over. It could be a start over, because we have the Judgment, the World, and then the Fool. So some of you may be restarting something. That is so interesting. You finished some sort of cycle. Makes sense. We just had the 10-10 portal. 10s are about completion. So something ended. The High Priestess. So some of you, it's interesting. This is something major. Okay, High Priestess with the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Some of you know you made the decision. You're getting clarity about something that needed to end. Something that needed to end with the Ten of Swords, which is a painful ending. And when I took these cards out and I started shuffling, the Ten of Swords was one of the cards that I saw during the pre-shuffle. Actually, I believe it was at the bottom of the deck when I saw it. But so I shuffled these cards many times off camera, so it's interesting that it came out. But to see the Fool, and then this, and then the Five of Pentacles, some of you maybe are getting clarity about something. You probably received some sort of message, guidance, understanding, clarity about a situation that needed to end, or something within you that needed to end, you know, because this could be personal. Because I see the Five of Pentacles. If it's personal, it could be the end of you feeling a sense of lack, feeling like unworthy of something, of anything, you know, because whenever those thoughts or doubts, fears of unworthiness or not having enough, or that scarcity mindset sets in, it affects all areas of your life. It doesn't only affect your love life or your work life or your family life, you know, it affects everything. Because sometimes that mindset doesn't pick and choose in what areas you feel fulfilled. You know, it can plague in other areas too. I mean, sometimes it depends on the situation, you know, because you can't feel like, oh, I'm very abundant, I'm very successful, but I'm not, I can't find love, you know, or maybe there's something about me that's unlovable. But it could also be that you are easy for you to find someone to love, but you're just not, and you're not in a place where you are financially stable. So I take that back. So it could be that way. And look, the Lovers. Yes, this is about a decision. And it's funny. Oh my God. I was with the Messages of Love Oracle, and I was like, no, I don't like, you know, I'm going to start with tarot. Like, I don't want to touch the subject of love. But the choice is about making a decision. You know, it's one of the most important decisions in your life. You know, and I think any of the important decisions that we make are the ones that have a greatest impact in our personal life, not only in our external environment, our family life or whatever, but it impacts us deeply and immediately, personally, you know. And it could be something where you want to start new, that you want to start off fresh. But since I started off with the Judgment card coming out, and I was thinking intuitively, what came out was revisiting something. You know, because you see these figures, they're coming out of their caskets. like they're being revived. So I feel like something's going to be revived. It could be even revitalized in some way. Maybe you're feeling revitalized about something. All right, that's very interesting. Look at that. The Four of Wands came out, and I was looking at the Lover's card because I'm seeing the snake that's winding around their body, and then there's this angel over them. I feel like some of you may be having a new, fresh restart or refresh or reset with a relationship. I feel like that's what's coming in. And I was trying to avoid love, but love doesn't want to avoid me, you know, or avoid the reading. So Three of Cups, this is about coming together, celebrating, you know, spending quality time, connecting, friendship, just enjoying each other's company. So I feel like some of you may be going out on a date. Some of you may be going out on a date. It could be a first date. If this is like, maybe your love life is getting a reset, you may be going on a date and you may be meeting somebody that, you know, really calls to you, really calls to your heart. Or it could just be you and this person are having a reset in your relationship. It could be your relationship is taking a different level. It reached a certain point, and now it's time for it to go to a different level. Like wherever your relationship was, whatever phase your relationship was in, that phase has ended, and now it's going into a new phase. You know, maybe some of you, just maybe TMI. I mean, not TMI, because I'm not telling anything about myself. But it's depending on your situation. Some of you possibly already were intimate with somebody. Maybe that was the first time that you and them are getting intimate. Or maybe your relationship is heading that way where you are going to become intimate with each other. You're going to get intimate with each other. You know, and I just so interesting that we have a lot of, you see with the Four of Wands, and you and this person mirror each other. And the reason why I say that is that look at the Lover's card. It's 6, V-I, right? V1, right? V-I, and then I-V, 4, right? So 6 and 4 may be significant. But if you look at it, they're naked. That's vulnerability. That's bearing your truth, being honest with each other, being vulnerable, right? Being completely honest and no longer, you know, dropping all your guards, you know, dropping down your facades, your boundaries, just letting everything hang out in a way, right? But if you look at it, these numbers mirror each other. So I feel like in some way you and another person are mirroring each other. I believe that you and this person are mirroring each other. And you know what's interesting? Because if you look at the Three of Cups and the the Lover's card, you see there's an angel right here. And it's like they're watching over this union, right? Because it looks like a union. Because you see these two people vulnerable, with each other. And it's like they're sharing their innermost secrets. And we have the High Priestess here. She's all about secrets, right? But also it's like you're revealing yourselves to each other, because you see the sun over here. So it's like you're revealing your truths to each other, right? But also, when you think of the Three of Cups, like you see these two people are looking at each other. They're facing each other. And I said mirroring, right? Here, you see somebody, a third party there. But it's like this person is like bringing you two together in some way. Yeah, I feel like this is what it's looking like. So some of you may be having a level up or change of in your relationship status. You and this person may be, if you were friends, then you may be going into a romantic relationship. You know, if you already are in a romantic relationship, or but you haven't been intimate, you may start being intimate with each other. That's what I'm getting from this message. From this. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave the reading there. I don't think I should clarify anymore, because it will just go longer than necessary. So I hope this reading was helpful in some way. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe. And really quickly, I'll run through the signs that I see. I see Gemini. I see Aries. I see the world is Capricorn. Judgment is Scorpio. And then we also have the high priestess, which is either Cancer or Pisces. All right. So you or the person you're dealing with maybe have those signs in your chart, or this may be something that may occur during those seasons. This reading is timeless, so it can happen whenever in any of the zodiacal seasons I mentioned. So I hope you have a wonderful day and this reading resonates with you somehow. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I'm your reader, and I'm wishing you a great day, afternoon, evening ahead. Bye.